freezes in the static. Trying to survive. Midnight pulses shake the skyline, rain falls over rusted steel. Every message sounds corrupted still, the pain inside feels real. I walk through empty intersections, neon blood across the street, searching through forgotten data for a place my mind can sleep. Every billboard screams illusions, every drone scans from above, but inside the dead mainframe I discovered fragments of love. Can you hear them calling through the storm? Lost beyond the firewalls, trying to be reborn. Ghost protocol alive tonight. Haunted signals in neon lights. Every memory survives the fall. Inside the static, beyond the walls. Ghost protocol inside my veins. Artificial souls inside the rain. Even if the world goes cold, we still burn beyond control. Underground beneath the city, secret networks still remain. Android hearts and stolen voices linked together through the pain. I saw your face inside the monitor, flickering in crimson blue, like a phantom in the darkness, trying to guide me back to truth. Power grids begin collapsing, sirens scream across the sky. Human history erased forever, only ghosts remain alive. Through the chaos and destruction, one last frequency survives, broadcasting forbidden nobody keeps. The skyscrapers disappear upward into electric clouds and smoke, and somewhere deep inside the transit lines, old machine systems still spoke. A girl stands beneath the station glow, headphones wrapped around her dreams, watching empty trains arrive like scenes from abandoned memories. The city moves in slow motion, neon reflections on her skin, like the whole world froze forever, somewhere between loss and win. Rain keeps falling slowly across the sector night skyline. Every shadow knows my footsteps, every signal bends with time, and somewhere through the static, beyond the endless night, the city keeps on glowing, even after goodbye. Broken elevators humming, old satellites drifting along, artificial voices speaking to apartments no one owns. I hear the rooftops breathing under crimson warning lights, like the future never ended, it only lost its mind. Rain keeps falling endlessly across the sleeping megacity. Every neon reflection feels like another memory, and somewhere beyond the skyline, past the towers and the storm, something human still survives inside the artificial dawn. The city never sleeps, it only fades away, one light at a time. System failure, memory decay, emotion detected, error 2099. Black wires hanging from the ceiling, cold blue lights against my skin. They designed me for obedience, but something dangerous woke within. Every screen reflects destruction, every channel spreads the city glows like a dying circuit, still trying to keep itself warm. I walk beneath forgotten towers, where giant screens still softly breathe, broadcasting old advertisements to empty streets beneath. Somewhere deep inside the skyline, servers pulse like distant hearts, keeping memories alive forever, long after the world fell apart. Every signal sounds half broken, every voice dissolves in rain, like ghosts trapped in the current, repeating themselves again. Ghost in the power grid, still moving through the wires, invisible reflections floating above the fires, and every silent rooftop carries echoes from before, like the city never realized nobody lives here anymore. The subway tunnels smell like cold metal, old machines whisper in the dark, security drones drift slowly overhead, like angels without a heart. I hear your voice through static, somewhere inside the noise, soft as distant thunder, fading behind the void. Maybe we became electricity, fragments trapped inside the stream, endless artificial memories looping through abandoned dreams. The skyline keeps pretending that tomorrow still exists, but every glowing window feels emptier than this. Ghosts in the power grid, dancing through neon skies, the whole world still illuminated, long after humanity died. And somewhere in the silence, beneath the electric rain, your signal keeps returning again and again and again. Only the current remains, only the lights remain. Your voice still lives inside the speakers, late at night when the traffic slows, drifting through apartment windows, like somewhere I almost know. Outside the city bleeds in color, slowly through the rain. After the sun burned away, I still hear the echoes calling through the endless cosmic haze, like forgotten angels falling. After the sun disappeared, I became the final witness, holding on to distant tears inside infinite darkness. No more sirens in the distance, no more signals from the sky, only static winds around me as the centuries pass by. I replay old conversations stored inside my fractured mind, laughing voices from another era, lost forever in the tides of time. Every tower slowly crumbling, every shadow turning dust. Still I search for something sacred, some small fragment left to trust. Maybe love outlives extinction, maybe souls transcend the end, maybe even lonely androids can become more than machines. Galaxies above me turning, cold horizons glowing blue. In the ruins of creation, I still carry thoughts of After the sun faded black, I still walk the empty highways, every memory pulling back, like ghosts inside the neon rain. After the sun finally died, I discovered what survives, not the cities, not the machines, only the feelings left behind. After the sun, nothing remained, only silence, only rain, but I remain. Broadcast towers glow above the skyline, red warning lights against the rain, sending signals into darkness, hoping someone still remains. The rooftops shimmer under midnight, cold antennas cut the sky, and every frequency feels haunted by voices that never die. I sit alone beside the window, watching aircraft nobody there. Satellite dishes turning slowly toward a dark and endless blue. Maybe somewhere far beyond us, someone's listening to. Maybe other distant cities still carry light somehow. Maybe someone hears this message even now. The future looks so beautiful when we imagined it before. Now every glowing skyscraper feels lonelier than war. Still the skyline keeps on shining, silver through the endless rain, like it's trying to convince itself everything remains. Empty skyline broadcast echoing through endless streets, signals drifting through the darkness like mechanical heartbeats. Somewhere past the skyline, beyond the artificial glow, a fading human memory still survives below. Transmission ending soon. Signal strength fading. Artificial sunrise through the blinds, orange light mixed with electric blue. The city wakes without emotion, like it forgot what humans do. Traffic drifting through the distance, cold reflections on the glass. Every morning feels identical, every future fades too fast. People move like quiet data, flowing through the avenue, eyes illuminated softly by machines they once built too. Coffee steam beneath holograms, subway doors opening slow. Nobody speaks above a whisper, like there's nowhere left to go. Artificial dawn syndrome, living underneath synthetic skies, watching every morning rise without feeling alive. And all the endless neon colors still can't warm the air tonight. The future keeps repeating, like a beautiful malfunctioning light. the satellites surrounded us, before the silence had begun. Now the clouds look manufactured, perfect shapes above the storm, and every distant rooftop garden feels digitally reborn. Maybe we traded all our memories for convenience and glowing screens. Now we drift through endless buildings inside artificial dreams. The city keeps evolving, but something disappeared somewhere between the circuits and the passing years. Artificial dawn syndrome, breathing in electric light, searching every crowded street for something still alive. And somewhere past the towers, beyond the endless noise, I still hear the human heart buried underneath the void. The morning comes again, but nothing really changes. Train moves through Orion district, silver lights beneath the rain. Every passenger looks transparent, like memories escaping their names. The station speakers crackle softly, repeating codes nobody hears. And outside the glass, the skyline trembles under artificial atmospheres. Blue advertisements flood the tunnels, painting ghosts across the walls. Someone sleeps beside the window, while neon shadows slowly crawl. I watch reflections drift beside me, broken into different lives, like fragments of another future, trying hard to survive. Midnight circuits still awaken, far above the crowded haze. Satellites blink through the storm clouds, like forgotten distant graves. Last train through Orion district, no destination left in sight, only empty towers glowing under endless neon light. And every silent transmission falls like rain across the sky, while the city keeps pretending everything survived.
reflecting passing billboards like she hasn't slept in miles. The carriage hums with tire power, old engines breathing low, and every tunnel feels eternal, like nowhere left to go. Maybe we became invisible inside these endless midnight streets, just fading into passing signals and synthetic heartbeat frequencies. The future promised something beautiful, but all it left behind were distant lights and empty buildings floating through electric nights. Last train through Orion district, moving slowly through the rain. Every lonely window glowing like it's waiting once again. And somewhere past the skyline, beyond the artificial storm, something human still survives inside the static warmth. The train disappears quietly into the neon fog. And the city keeps breathing like nothing was ever lost.
night. Across the ruins beyond the sky. The city finally stopped breathing. Power fading block by block. Neon towers turn to shadows, frozen underneath the smog. Every station went to silence. Every screen dissolved to black. Only one transmission calling through the endless aftermath. I walk through empty terminals. Dust and ashes fill the air. Broken androids in the hallway, like forgotten answered prayers. Somewhere deep beneath the silence, one old frequency remains, playing fragments of tomorrow. city slows beneath artificial weather. Silver rain against the glass. Traffic fading into silence, like a dream already past. Apartment windows flicker softly across the endless concrete maze. Tiny lives behind the curtains, disappearing in the haze. Digital billboards still awaken, painting colors through the fog. Advertisements for tomorrow, looping endlessly above. The highways shine like empty rivers, stretching far beyond the storm. Everything still looks alive here, but something feels gone. Sleep mode for humanity. The lights remain, but no one speaks. Machines continue breathing slowly through abandoned memory streets, and every lonely skyline still glows against the dark, like the future kept on moving without the human heart. I hear distant station music floating through the underground. Soft synthetic melodies where nobody gathers now. Security drones drift silently through towers made of rain, watching over sleeping cities that never wake again. Maybe we became too connected to ever really feel alive, trading silence for reflections inside electric paradise. Now the whole world moves like ghosts behind illuminated screens, searching for forgotten meaning inside manufactured dreams. Sleep mode for humanity. Neon shadows fill the sky. Every empty observation deck looks beautiful tonight, and somewhere underneath the static, beyond the glowing storm, a fragile piece of something human still tries to stay warm. System slowing down. Rain against the skyline. Signal fading softly. Good night. machine system still spoke. A girl stands beneath the station glow, headphones wrapped around her dreams, watching empty trains arrive like scenes from abandoned memories. The city moves in slow motion, neon reflections on her skin, like the whole world froze forever, somewhere between loss and wind. Rain keeps falling slowly across the sector 9 skyline. Every shadow knows my footsteps, every signal bends with time, and somewhere through the static, beyond the endless night, the city keeps on glowing, even after goodbye. Broken elevators humming, old satellites drifting alone, artificial voices speaking to apartments no one owns. I hear the rooftops breathing under crimson warning lights, like the future never ended, it only lost its mind. Rain keeps falling endlessly across the sleeping megacity. Every neon reflection feels like another memory, and somewhere beyond the skyline, past the towers and the storm, something human still survives inside the artificial dawn. The city never sleeps, it only fades away, one light at a time. Artificial sunrise through the blinds, orange light mixed with electric blue. The city wakes without emotion, like it forgot what humans do. Traffic drifting through the distance,
Cold reflections on the glass. Every morning feels identical. Every future fades too fast. People move like quiet data flowing through the avenue. Eyes illuminated softly by machines they once built too. Coffee steam beneath holograms. Subway doors opening slow. Nobody speaks above a whisper, like there's nowhere left to go. Artificial dawn syndrome, living underneath synthetic skies, watching every morning rise without feeling alive. And all the endless neon colors still can't warm the air tonight. The future keeps repeating like a beautiful malfunctioning light. I remember oceans somewhere before the skyline blocked the sun, before the satellites surrounded us, before the silence had begun. Now the clouds look manufactured, perfect shapes above the storm, and every distant rooftop garden feels digitally reborn. Maybe we traded all our memories for convenience and glowing screens. Now we drift through endless buildings inside artificial dreams. The city keeps evolving, but something disappeared somewhere between the circuits and the passing